Hey guys, it's Six here, and this is going to be the final project update for level 3. As of right now, all the design aspects are completely finished. Now that's all that we're working on is cosmetics, and you can do whatever with cosmetics. Examples of what we have to do cosmetic-wise is if we have time and have some help, we put our own bots in with their own meshes and stuff instead of having the normal robots. Maybe put some zombie textures in there, meshes, type things like that. The outside has a two-layer terrain, so it doesn't look very real. I will personally probably fix that, and because I didn't know that I did it until the level was finished, so it's just something cosmetic like that. Tweaking bot AI, because right now they're default stupid. They just see you and they shoot because I've got them on a path node or note pass, because I didn't want them on nodes because they would be able to run everywhere, and I wanted them to patrol certain areas that I told them to. So right now we've got all the lighting and everything's done. I'm very happy with how it came out. And I've also decided that this game these 3 levels are actually just going to be like tutorial levels to the actual game. Each tutorial level just basically shows you what you might encounter puzzle-wise, camera view-wise, and how you're going to have to change your gameplay style. So that's how I'm going with it, and I'm setting it in the time of back during the Inca and Aztec time. That's how the first 2 levels are drawn out. This one is more like a more modern Doom. This is the first level in Doom, but the level itself is still very old looking, with just some high-tech things. The monsters in the game are still old monsters. They're like the undead in a way. So what I'm going to do is hopefully continue this project and get it more of the Incan Mayan zombie style game, because that's how my menu system is set up, and that's what you get when you look at this menu system itself. So I want to hopefully wrap around this game that same style and feel. You'll notice right away that there is a light actually on top of or inside of the player 1. Just like in Doom, when you walk around, they had a light actually inside of them that was supposed to act like a flashlight, and so I gave that same effect to the player, and it turned out very well, and it actually does exactly how I wanted it to do. And you start out in this level with no weapon. Outside is just a normal desert area, but you start with no weapon. You have to pick up your first weapon, and you will be able to be shot by the enemy before you get to the first weapon if you go near them. As you can see, I've got the particle effects done to my liking. If I had a little bit more time and experience with particle effects, I might have been able to change it and make it look a bit more real. All I've got right here is just a point light flickering at a random number, and then you got your normal bot just shooting you, because I just have it on an easy AI that just looks and fires. In here, you'll notice that there's 3 bots in here. All 3 of them are patrolling. The one that I'm shooting at now will actually do what it's doing, but it's from the first level Doom. The guy sits there and he just sees you and he runs at you. So that's how I have it set. You'll also notice that this room is completely different than the actual first level recreation of Doom. That in the first level it's all light, and in this one I have it all dark, like there's a power failure, and the red lights are your emergency lights, and then you've got these lights in the back or in these corners that are flickering, acting like they're trying to turn on, but they just can't because there's not enough power source. That's what I wanted to portray, and it came out exactly how I wanted, and I really enjoyed it. I even went online and got some cool pictures kind of to show spacey type things, like the graphs, a couple of moons hitting each other, just to give off that futuristic kind of feel. And I even went through the trouble of ripping the textures from the game and getting them to be able to actually work as my materials for this building, which was really cool. Let's grab this next rifle. And in here you'll notice that this guy is actually very good at his shot. He's almost perfect. I'm not even going to be able to hit him, possibly. There we go. And this room's just got a point light that's green to match with the acid that still does the 1 damage to you. I've got God mode on, so it's not going to do anything. And then you'll be able to go up this little ladder to collect his weapon or whatever I have up here. Again, this is just cosmetic work that's left. and you open the third door, or the last door, to the final guy, and there he goes, he killed himself. Got the last particle effect, you got some, goo just running all over, and the good thing about this particle is that it's a random particle. So every time you play this game, this goo will be different on the floor. It won't always be the same. So I thought that was really cool and a really good feature to add. And on here, it just gives it that more realistic look that there's goo or this acid or whatever is coming from the barrel all over the floor. And then you've got the animation that opens the door over to the third level, or to the credits, and boom, you hit. The only thing we've got left really to do is to script the bots to be 2 times the size that they are, because they are too small in my eyes. This level is a very big level, and then they are just a little too small for my liking. So hopefully we'll just ramp them up a little bit. But other than that, the level turned out great, and I'm happy with what it looks like and how it actually turned out. So now I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on lately, and that's the menu system. It's very short, and I only worked about, I don't know, 2 weeks on it so far, and all I got to do is just a couple more things to it, and it hopefully should be ready. And then hopefully the levels will be streaming together perfectly with their own scripts, and then we'll be able to present. Alright, so now we're looking at the menu system right here. And as you can see, I've got the word mastery. I got the 3 for 3 fingers and blood, so it kind of shows that it's going to be a really gory game type thing, type theme, which is what I was going for. I wanted to set this back into the time of like Indiana Jones era, where there was like the Mayans and the Incans, and maybe put some zombies in that era and see how that would turn out. And that's what that's what the style is. You've got your brownish shades and your green, so it's like the grass and the dirt, and it just kind of gives off that feel. I don't know what it is about it, and I'm really feeling it. And then the 3 is actually supposed to represent the 3 for 3 levels, but then the 3 was supposed to represent the E for mastery. So I just made it mastery with 3 fingers. And I've got play, option, credit, exit, your standard buttons, and when you go over them, they just go and highlight in red. Play takes you to the very first level, and that's where we're having our difficulties in streaming our levels together correctly, or loading them with the correct script, so it doesn't we figured out that we can't stream all the levels in one level, but we have to then load them separately. Excuse me. And then you'll have an options tab that when you click it, you'll go into an options tab where you'll be able to change your brightness, your controls, hopefully, or at least it will display your controls. And then it'll be able to change your brightness and gamma, so each monitor can have their own custom thing. And then credits will just stream credits on who designed what, and then exits the entire exe totally, and that's it. So far, this is all we've got done. The mastery, or this title screen, I've done in the last week or 2, and this is just in beta. I might change some things. So far, I'm liking what I see. And why the buttons look this brown and the silver is, the reason is I like the silver because it looks like metal, and then the brown is like a leather. So that might be what your character is wearing, is leather and metal armor of some sort. That's just the whole theme is what I'm going with. So this is our update, and hopefully I'll keep you guys posted on the menu system, because I'm no longer doing the levels right now. I've sent that over to someone else to work on and get all the levels working with his scripts, and that's his project, and now I'm doing all the menu stuff. So until next time, guys, peace.